a person who was mailing anthrax around the country. There was a new team that was put on it, fresh eyes that was put on it. Some of the evidence here, Tom, was particularly unique, especially the Nike sneakers that they found that this individual was wearing. Only 25,000 of them were made from a period of 2018 to 2021, the morning that these bombs were discovered. You're looking at a photograph of them there. And so that was a unique piece of evidence. This individual had a specific way that they were walking. But what made it difficult is because of the hooded sweatshirt, the mask that this person was wearing, there didn't appear to be an area where they were able to see their face. What was surprising to a lot of people that looked at this investigation is, given the fact that people travel around with phones on them all the time, the FBI has successfully used in the past the ability to geolocate cell phones and try to determine where a person might be. And so that'll be a question as to, was that information helpful? Was that information not initially discovered or reviewed? So there'll be a lot of questions about the investigation based on what the Attorney General said. But the Attorney General did say there was no new tip and no new witness. This was just a review of the case file that ultimately led to the capture today.
And Laura, we've been talking about this. There's a lot still we don't know how they caught this suspect, right? Because these court documents are still sealed.
They're still under seal. We haven't seen them yet. Obviously, the Attorney General and the FBI Director, they're giving a sort of an overview of being charged with making those threats. Anytime you're using the mail, you're using the telephone, you have a federal nexus, that's what sort of triggers the federal charges. But there are going to be, I'm sure, some details in those charging papers that kind of describe some more evidence that we probably hadn't yet seen.
And Tom, our viewers may be listening to this and trying to remember this. It was a chaotic time, obviously, in our country. It was following the January 6th Capitol riot. This happened at, well, it was being reported, and then it sort of dropped off the radar a little bit with incremental sort of updates with surveillance videos or photos or, rewards up to $500,000. It's back on the radar now, and I'm sure in the days and hours ahead, we're going to learn more about this suspect, Brian Cole Jr.
Well, and I think the thing that we want to learn the most is, what was the motivation here? Was this person involved in some of the protests or the efforts to protest the results of the 2020 election? This person have their own motives? Is this person more of an anarchist? Was this somebody who just wanted to sow discord on that day? Obviously, a lot of focus on that day and what was expected to be a protest, and then obviously the violence that we saw on January 6th. So there's going to be questions about that, and there's going to be questions about, was this an effort to divert law enforcement to be able to get them to respond if these devices went off?
The pipe bombs were assembled. They did not go off, but they were viable.
They were viable. They had a kind of a kitchen timer on them. This is something that we've seen in terrorist materials before, a galvanized pipe. I've held mock-ups of these bombs before. They are, unfortunately, Tom, a little too easy to make.
Laura, before we get off the air, what are the next steps in the legal process here? He's going to be provided an attorney if he can't hire one?
Yes, he will be presented in court. He will have his first appearance, and then we're off to the races in terms of discovery, and we'll learn more information about his background very soon.
And then, Tom, real quick, we only have about 30 seconds here. There were so many conspiracy theories about this sort of crime, and maybe these will be put to rest now.
Hopefully, once we get those charging documents, we'll get the details that Laura talked about. Hopefully, we'll get some information on the motive, and as they said, the investigation remains ongoing. Hopefully, that informs us on what happened to this.
Tom and Laura, we thank you so much. That brings to conclude this NBC News special report. We're going to have much more ahead on your local station, our streaming network, NBC News Now, online at NBCnews.com, and tonight at night. Thank you.
I've given you some amazing gifts, but what about the inherited ones? Celebrate them with Ancestry DNA, the simple test that shows your deep family roots from your mom's side and your dad's side, with some serious details. Trace the journeys and histories that shaped who you are today, and see the traits they passed down. Your connections to the past are all waiting. See just how gifted you are for only $29.
When winter season hits, Emergen-C supports your immune system with so much more than vitamin C. Be ready to fight back with Emergen-C. And for on-the-go immune support, try Emergen-C Crystals. No water needed.
Ashley's biggest sale of the year ends Monday. For one final week, shop Black Friday hot buys starting at just $1.99. Or get 0% interest for 60 days. Don't miss the final week of the Ashley Black Friday event.
Don't let congestion take over. Apernotrin. Wow, ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief. The wow is real. And now try new drug-free Apren Saline.
Depend keeps you drier than ever, so you can say yes to more than ever. Yes. Yes.
And the only thing stronger than us is you.
I needed more from my antidepressant, so my doctor added Caplyta, proven to provide greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone. Building on my progress without starting over, weight gain and reported sexual side effects were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
All right, that was last night's lighting of the spectacular Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. But here inside 30 Rock, today co-host Savannah Guthrie is giving out tiny trees to spread some holiday cheer with the help of some very special friends.
The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is standing tall and shining bright. But just steps away beside 30 Rock, there's another tree that brings even more joy to our Today Show staff. Behold the tree on 30. She's small but mighty and proof that holiday spirit comes in all sizes. We hold a lighting ceremony every day during the holiday season. Often with the help from guest tree lighters like Reba McEntire, Walker Hayes, and this week, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Today's staffer Chelsea Danberg started this beloved tradition 10 years ago.
This tree is joy. It is a moment in our busy days that are nonstop and 24/7 to all come together and spend time with each other. Ladies and gentlemen, our anchor, Savannah Guthrie.
I love this tradition, and I love our show so much. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could say the holiday spirit was contagious. Wouldn't it be fun? What if we just brought little trees like this to spread holiday cheer all across 30 Rock? What do you think? We're going to do it, but I'm going to need some help. We assembled our team of Santa's elves. Guys, are we ready? Yeah. Step for it. All right. Ta-da! All right, you guys ready to deliver? Let's go. Special delivery. Here we go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Got them trees rolling. With trees in tow, we set off to deck the halls here in 30 Rock. We're going to go see the people who run this place. They don't know what's about to hit them. The NBC pages had no idea what was in store. Ho, ho, ho! Pages! Merry Christmas! Hi, guys! All of our future bosses in one room. We jingled all the way to make our next surprise delivery. With the pack of carolers so big, we filled all of the elevators. Tom Yamas and his nightly news staff were hard at work until we showed up for a merry moment. Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Nightly news! We're here to brighten your day. They are so flabbergasted.
What is this?
This is Christmas, Yamas! This year we decided to spread the cheer to nightly news with Tom Yamas.
Guys, thank you. It's so sweet.
The holiday spirit filled the newsroom.
You ready to do it?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deck all the bells of holly. La, 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 la.
With just one tree left, we ran across the building to visit a dear friend. Kelly, we're coming! Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, what fun it is to ride here with horse open sleigh. Hey!
I'm so sad. We gave you this beautiful tree. Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Emmys over here. Let's decorate the Emmys.
Thank you.
So much for that. I'm not about to tell you to recover. And look what she's run out.
Oh no, I did it. No, I did it. This is my protein shake like every day. I do.
Happy holidays.
Savannah Guthrie, NBC News. I'm Morgan Radford. You're watching NBC News Day.
Okay, so where am I going to find my TV show?
Feels like every day you're just
Yeah.
going through the
Hold on a second.
But what if you could get your go back? Auvelity works fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, ethanol, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strain, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
There it is.
Yep, that's
Develop a strong sense of self
okay.
and values.
It's in the beginning.
Problems in their community.
What?
I said it's in the beginning. It's wait a second.
Lineup brought to you by Canandaigua National Bank. It's Christmas in Rockefeller Center. Please welcome country music icon and TV superstar Reba McEntire.